this evening on using the website. But with that, Ridwaan, over to you.
Simon, thank you very, very much. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming through tonight. So just very, very quickly with tonight's webinar, it's part of the entire series that Simon's been doing, the entire Masterclass series. And one of the reasons that we're doing the how-to guide, so to speak, is because one of the things we find with everybody is everybody knows platforms, knows how to trade and the likes. But one thing that we do find is that when you're joining a new broker, there are some new features, new ways of doing things. And it's just a good thing to always show people exactly how this works. So tonight we're going to spend some time. I am going to show you the ThinkTrader platform that we use, as well as the websites. I'll show you some nifty features of it. And just to give you an indication, that's pretty much what we're going to go through today. We're going to look at the website. We're going to show you just quickly how to create an account, fund the account, how you place a trade. We're also going to show you a little bits that you can find some good information on social media like Twitter and the likes, and then also where you can find some research. It's not going to be in that order because we're obviously going to be spending time on the website. We're going to look at ThinkTrader, the desktop version, and we're going to look at ThinkTrader, the app as well. Okay. So with that, why don't we start with the website? Now the website, which is over here, thinkmarkets.com. The website is actually quite a place where you can get a lot of information. You can find a lot of things here. I normally spend quite a bit of time. The first thing I do when I go into the website, especially in the mornings, is I like to visit the market analysts page. But before we get to that, just to give you a brief indication here, this is the landing page. We've got banners that obviously rotate through, and those banners do have some information as well. We have the usual things that you'll find on all websites. Share CFDs, you've got the international ones, and you can click on any one of these headings just to see how things are doing. These are, believe it or not, live, and these are showing you exactly the bid and offer for each of these indices. And obviously you can look at the metals, commodities, and so forth. Okay. It's literally, first and foremost, it's an information page. And as you know, we offer 3 different platforms, ThinkTrader, the MT4 and MT5 platforms as well. For me, I have really and truly found ThinkTrader, honestly speaking, and I've used many platforms. It is easy to use and the app is really, really powerful. So today we're going to spend some time on that there. Okay. But like I said, it is an information page at this moment in time. It is where you can get a lot more of information as well. Okay. Now, what can I find on here? First and foremost, trading. You can get information on our markets. You can find out more about the Forex market, its information and education as well. You can look at the share CFDs, indices, what are CFDs and the likes. But the most important thing here for clients is what we call the contract specs page. And that is ultimately the fee schedules page. But it doesn't just give you what the costs are. It also explains to you the pips, it'll for Forex, it'll give you your leverage, it'll give you all that information as well. Okay. So the first one that we have that defaults to is the Forex page. And as you can see, if you just scroll through it, you can actually get a lot of information on all the different FXs that we offer through ThinkMarkets. From an indices side, yet again, that's an entire list. And as you can see, Simon, I know in his previous presentations, had spoken quite a bit about index trading. If you want to trade the South African index, this is it over here. We call it the ZAR 40, but you are trading ultimately a CFD, which is based upon the All Share Top 40. Sorry, not the All Share, the ZAR, the Aussie Top 40 index. The one nice thing that we've done with all our indexes, as you can see here, it talks about in the heading, it talks about an increment. And what that actually means is that you don't have to buy a full contract. So if, for example, the top 40 is trading at, say, roughly 40,000 points, just as an example, and you wanted to buy one contract, the gearing on that, by the way, is 10%. So that would mean that you would need to put down 4,000 Rand as a deposit. But because you can have the option of going right down to 0.01 of a contract, it literally means that for 40 Rand, you can take out 0.01 of a contract on the All Share Top 40. Okay. and it applies with everything. So you can take 1.01 of a contract, you can do all of those things. The increments on the indices here are really fantastic. And it obviously, like I said, it doesn't just start at 1. You can start at much smaller amounts as well. Okay. We don't charge any brokerage when it comes to index trading. So what you have in your account is what you need to cover your profit and loss, obviously. We can see the energy list. You've got the metals list. You can even do crypto trading with us. This is not, you're not buying Bitcoin and the likes, you are trading in Bitcoin, and it's a CFD on those instruments as well. Last but not least, we have what we call the equities and ETFs tab. And this ultimately is the CFD equities and ETFs tab. Please note that this page here is being updated to obviously indicate that it's CFDs. But the nice thing here, you can see all the different markets quite quickly. The commission that we charge, so we do charge commission when it comes to CFD shares. And these are all the different markets, obviously. And if you want to, you can also break it down further. Here you can see is the whole list and it's all mixed. But if I were to just select country and I were to just say SA, for example, what it will do is just give me South African shares that you can trade in, CFD shares, obviously. Okay. There's the margin requirement, and those are the limits. And by the way, this limit is a long and short limit. So you can go long and you can go short on this amount of CFD shares or contracts. Margin requirements, we are currently the only broker, excuse me, that actually have maintained a gearing literally, or sorry, a margin requirement of 10%. So whatever the share price is, you're going to be putting down just 10% as initial margin for any of these CFD shares. Like I said, we are the only broker right now in South Africa. We have managed to maintain this, and we are keeping it at 10% throughout the month of May as well as June. The other thing, our special that everybody's quite aware of, yes, with ThinkTrader, you will only pay 0.2% brokerage. There is no minimum, so you can trade as little as you want or as much as you want as well. Okay. But that's the contract spec page. The next thing just to look at, the learn to trade page. And this is important. Please take your time, spend some time on these things. You can see we've got trading for beginners. We go to intermediate, we go to advanced. If you are starting to trade, take the time and spend it here. Go and read the articles, understand what it is that you are doing. You need to know the glossary. You can also see all the different terms and everything else. I've always told people, if you don't understand something, you're coming into an industry which is trading, and many times we use acronyms like I've just done now, margin, leverage, all of these type of things. You can actually search for anything over here. You can find it, and you can then understand what it means. Leverage or margin, liability, liquid market, liquidity. So it's very important, if you don't understand something, go and find out what it means. You hear a word that somebody uses, this is it. You can find it here. The information is all here. And like I said, education, we do everything from trading for beginners right through to the advanced. And those are all the different courses that we have online. Okay. I always say to people, complement this with the webinars that you're attending. It'll really give you a very good understanding of how things work. And we also offer you MT4 teach tutorials as well, so you can learn how the MT4 system works as well. Okay. Last but not least, like I said, my favorite page, I go to market analysis, and I do this daily. I won't lie. The market news is actually updated every single day. What we have is, as you can see here, today already, our analyst, Fawad, is updated twice today already. This was in the morning, the daily briefing. He then also gives you an intraday if there's anything coming out as well. The other thing we also do every Monday is called the Monday's Bullseye, and that'll give you a view of the week ahead, and also what has happened briefly, both overseas as well as in South Africa. So you can have a look here quickly. It is not a long essay, long page, which is going to take you hours to read. We've kept it so short and sweet. That was the international piece. And that there is obviously the local piece as well. Okay. And there's some really good information on it. It is simple and easy to read. It's not something difficult at all. All right. So with the web page, the one thing that we don't yet have, which is coming soon, is that you can't log into your trading application from the website. That, like I said, will be coming very, very shortly. But in the meantime, though, if you need to fund your account, this would be the place that you'd go to fund the account. And that is done through our what we call Think portal. Okay. I will get to that shortly. But before I do, just to take you through the simple part of creating an account with us. You have an option to obviously create a demo account, and your demo account is given, we give $50,000 in virtual funds for you to play around with. However, today you'll actually see that you can actually trade with much smaller amounts, even with 100 Rand, 1,000 Rand, but you can trade with very small amounts because of the commission that we charge on CFD shares. But if you still rather want to try the demo account out, you're more than welcome to. If you click on it over there, you will immediately be taken to the demo page. You can have a ThinkTrader demo account, or if you want an MT5 or MT4 as well. All you need to do is complete your first name, surname, email, and password, and obviously select which country you're coming from. Okay. The one nice thing of the webpage, if you ever need to get out of anywhere, just click on the ThinkMarkets icon. It'll immediately take you through to the homepage. Next thing, just to quickly look at, creating a proper live account. This is really and truly one of the simplest and easiest ways to do it. I know everybody hates this. It's capturing information and the likes. We have made it as simple as can be. And I promise you, you can even ask Simon, send him an email and ask him, and he'll even tell you that this is one of the easiest processes he's been through. Your account, to apply for the account, all I need is information which is required by law. I will, once you've finished this application, and it's really truly 3 steps. The first one being obviously just your personal information, your email address, and a password. The next step is just to get your ID number and all your personal residential address and those type of things. And after that, the very last step is to upload your FICA. From a FICA requirement, South Africans, we need obviously a copy of your ID and a copy of your proof of residence, which can't be 3 months, or can't be older than 3 months. Now, that can be a picture. You can take a picture of it. You can scan it and send it through to us. We'll obviously verify all that information, and then we activate the account, and you will get an email as soon as the account is opened. Okay. So just going back here, like I said, at this moment in time, we can't log into your trading account from here. But the one thing that you will find also is that there is the downloads available to you. So if I just get out of the create account part. So if I go to platforms and if I go to ThinkTrader, from here, I will be able to download and actually see how ThinkTrader works, but I will also be able to download the different versions. You can download ThinkTrader for your mobile, a tablet, as well as your desktop. Okay. I've already downloaded ThinkTrader desktop, and I'm actually going to open it up for you right now. Once you've downloaded it, if you click on that link, it will take you through and you can just download it. It will then open up and you can actually see you have the option of logging into your demo account or into your live account. Today, we're going to log into the live account. I have a test account. If for any reason, though, you haven't created a live account yet, you can do that yet again from here. You can just sign up for free and select live as an option. But once you log in, as you can see, it will establish a secure connection through to our servers. It will make sure that it's safe and secure. And then what will open up is the ThinkTrader desktop version. Like I said earlier, this desktop version is actually, believe it or not, the older version. We haven't updated this here because what we are doing is we are creating a web-based version of this. And that'll mean you'll go to thinkmarkets.com and you'll be able to log in directly from the website into your ThinkTrader trading platform. Okay. But this trading platform is simple and easy as can be. All right. We've got all the usual technical analysis. As you can see, everything's over here. And what we will be doing in our next webinar, which will be in a fortnight, in literally 4 weeks. The next one, we will be taking you through technical analysis and how to use technical analysis with ThinkTrader. But what I wanted to show just for this evening is With obviously ThinkMarkets, first and foremost, there is no monthly fees on your account. So you can have more than one account with us. You don't get charged monthly fees for it. And what I've done is, as you can see, I've got two accounts here, ThinkTrader accounts. The one is my ZAR account. And if I click on the other one, that's a dollar account. The thing just to remember is that you'll see there's a red button over there. And that red means that I'm not logged into this account. If I go to that one, it means I am logged into my ZAR account. All I need to do is, if I select that account, I just hit the log on button. And it will then switch my accounts for me. Okay. At the top, I can add whatever shares and the likes that I want. You can trade directly from the graph as well. As you can see right over there, if I'm happy with that, I just hit the buy button. It'll open up my trade window. Automatically, without fail, it'll ask me for stop loss, stop profit. Do I want instant execution, pending, whatever the case may be. If I'm happy with the price that I'm seeing here, obviously the market's now closed, I can hit the place order button. As the market is closed right now, if I try to place this order, and it will obviously not go through. There's an error message that actually comes up. I know you can't see it right now. It came up on my other screen, but it just says that trading for this instrument is not allowed because the market is closed. Okay. But as you can see on this here, you've got all the full features. Like I said, you can have candle. If I tab through, I've got Sassel as a line graph, and I can change all of things right over here. I can switch to candlesticks, bar chart, whatever the case may be. I can do all of that there, and it'll do it instantaneously then for me. Okay. Again, trading, simple as can be. It'll be through that there. The other thing that is really, really cool with ThinkMarkets is one of the best features around is that we have something called the trend risk scanner. Now, the trend risk scanner, what it does is it continuously searches the market and it looks at potential good opportunities to either go long or to go short. Okay. And as you can see there, it does it for all these different shares. And we have local as well as international on it as well. Okay. Now, scrolling through this here, obviously, if you're looking for something particular, it may take a bit longer than expected. The search bar at the top, simple as can be, type in a share. And today, let's just choose anything. Let's just say Sassel. And there you go. You can see what it says. If you feel that this is something you're in a trading and you're happy with what the trend risk scanner is saying, you can go right click on your mouse and you go to order window. What you'll notice here is that it's actually put in a stop loss and take profit for you. This is what it is from a trend risk point of view. It's saying these are where you should be looking at from a stop loss point of view or a profit point of view. Remember, it is shorting. It thinks that it's a good idea for you to short the Sassel share price. Again, this is not in any way advice. This is just an option or a choice. It's giving you some information. You ultimately have to make that decision if it is the right one. But the one thing you'll notice is that the stop loss and profit is always put in. And that is the most important part of placing a trade. Make sure that you always have a stop loss in place. You do not want to trade without a stop loss. Okay. Once that is done, again, hit the place order button and it's in the market without fail. Okay. To add any share you want to, if I hit the plus side, it'll default to the Euro USD. I can just go down here. I click on that and I can literally type in any symbol I want. If I, for example, want Apple, it'll bring it up for me over there. I just double click on Apple. It'll load the chart for me as well. And again, like I said, there's all the different options over there that I can play with from a technical analysis point of view. Okay. If you need to set any alerts, we call it alarms. You can set it over here. As you can see, I don't have any active. If I want to add one, I just hit the plus button over there and I can then decide on what I want as well. Okay. So like I said, very, very easy to use. We do have one-click trading. I do not advise clients to have that. If you do activate it, what it means is the minute I hit these buttons, it's going to start trading for me. So I personally prefer having it off purely because of the fact that I like to always double check what I'm entering into the market. If I just hit that buy button, if it's on, it's going to go straight through. I like to take my time and see what I'm placing into the market, what order I'm placing into the market. Okay. But that's as simple as it is. And that's how easy, really and truly, ThinkTrader is. Like I said, powerful, but easy to use. Use the trend risk scanner. We've also got a calendar as well, which you can go through, the economic calendar. This is internationally of any events that are coming up, interest rate decisions, as you can see, whatever it is that's happening across the world, both US and in South Africa as well. Okay. You can just scroll through it, and I'm going a bit faster there, but you can see exactly what is happening around the world. Okay. The headings over there, we have some quotes, we have news obviously as well. Again, from all over the world, FX, Wire Pro, crypto technicals, all of these things, they're all coming through on it. You can obviously go through and see which articles you like and which you don't. There's the alarms, and we do have a contact us as well button if you need anything else, and the info button as well. Okay. But like I said, we've kept it simple, we've kept it easy, but we've made sure that we add all the features in. If you do trade on an account, everything will be sitting in this screen over here. And you can adjust this as well, by the way. So you can play a bit around with the screen sizes and the likes, but all your orders and the likes and everything else will be sitting in here. Okay, pending and completed as well. Okay. So that's ThinkTrader on the desktop version. Like I said, it's quite a nice little useful piece of useful tool, powerful, but simple to use. Okay. With that said and done, what I'm going to do next is we're going to jump into ThinkTrader again, but this time around, we're going to get to the app version. Okay. So as I showed you earlier, if you go to trading on the website under platforms, you can download any one of the ThinkTrader platforms, including the one for your phones, and the app version is really and truly been upgraded. We've spent a lot of time on that there, improving it and making it one of the best around. In fact, the scary thing is this app has won so many awards, and it's right now one of the most downloaded trading apps in the Apple iStore. Okay. The account opening on this, once you download the app, you can also open an account directly from the app. You don't need to go to the website. Install the app on your phone from the App Store. Just type in the word ThinkTrader. It'll pick it up, and it's available in all app stores, US, South Africa, and the works. So you'll be able to find it quite easily. Once you've installed it, you can then create, again, a live account or a demo account. This here is showing you the demo account. What it is you select demo and you just click on create new account. Email and password needs to be created. Hit the register button and it'll take you through to this screen. Congratulations, has been created. We have sent you an email with your account details as well. Okay. If at any point in time you are done with this here, you can go to switch to real money. By the way, one nice thing of this is it does have facial recognition. If you're using face recognition to open an account, to log into an account, it does have the software for that. And it also has fingerprint recognition. So you can use your fingerprint to unlock it. You don't have to then obviously memorize your passwords. Okay. If you switch to the real money account, it's going to take you to this screen and it's going to ask you to fill in obviously all the wonderful information again, your personal information and the likes, and last but not least, to upload your FICA. The nice thing of it being an app from your phone, if you need to, you can just take a picture immediately of your ID. You can also take a picture of your residence and you can immediately then upload the file and it'll push through to us immediately. Okay. The one thing I do want to just go back to is this here, currency of your account. Now, you can automatically have 2 accounts with us. If you need additional, please contact us and we'll definitely give you more accounts. But the thing is that is very important to understand is your base currency. Now, if you are going to be trading in, let's say you're going to be trading the top 40 index, or you're going to be trading in CFD shares, which are South African CFD shares, make sure your base currency is ZAR. If you were to choose a USD, and let's say you were then trading in ZAR CFD shares, what will happen is that we have to convert your dollars to rands. And when we do that, there is a conversion cost involved. So you want to avoid that at all costs. Every single broker in South Africa does that. I know many of them don't tell you about it because they make money off that conversion fee. I'm telling you right now, please be very careful on what you choose as your base currency. Like you saw, I have 2 accounts. I know they were test accounts, but I also have those as live accounts. I have a ZAR account and I have a USD account. If I'm going to be trading in CFDs or FX, which are US based, I use my US account because that way there I do not pay any currency conversion fee. So from a ZAR point of view or USD, choose the right one so that you don't pay any conversion fees with it. Okay. Next, but not least, obviously, is from the app, we've made funding the account simple as can be. On the app, once you have a live account, this is exactly the screen you'll have when you log in. And I'll show you just now how you can do a lot of things with the app. But if you needed to fund your account, hit the deposit funds button. It'll take you through to this screen over here, ask you how much you want to actually fund the account with. Obviously, if it's a ZAR account, it will tell you, it will show you the currency. You select the currency that you want, and then we've got these options here for you to fund the account. We've just launched and partnered with Ozo. Ozo is most probably one of the best. It is also one of the safest ways of doing an EFT payment. If you're going to transfer money to us, use the Ozo feature. What it will do is it will take you through their secure system, which, by the way, it is a product that is used by the entire Massmart group. Mr. Delivery even use it. There's a lot of people in the industry right now that are using it because it is safe and secure. But the most important thing of it is that it is instant. So when you click on that Ozo's section over there, what it'll do, the very next screen is it'll say, please select your bank. This is your bank, not my bank. So depending on who you bank with, you select that. It'll take you then through to their online portal. You can log into your account and you can select which bank you want, which bank account you want to pay the money from, whether that be your check account, your credit card, or anything else. It is completely secure. You will obviously be pushed through with, you'll get OTPs and everything else. Your banks have approved this as well because of its high security feature. Once that payment is done, it will reflect in your trading account within 2 seconds, literally. That is how quick it is. So it updates immediately and it's instant. If you don't want to use that, you can do your payment as normal via your credit card or debit card, Visa or Master. You can select that option and it will take you through to the screen, which will then ask you for your card details and the likes. Again, completely safe and secure. We have Skrill, and last but not least, the old-fashioned bank wire or EFT. That is where if you click on this option, we will give you our banking details, and you will then obviously need to go to your bank and transfer the money to us. Please note that we do bank with the blue bank, which is that one there. And if you are transferring money to us from the red bank or any of these other ones, remember, South Africa, we do take 2 to 3 business days for your money then to show up in our account. Okay. So before we jump into anything else, the question is really and truly how wonderful and how easy the app is to use. So instead of me taking you through the app, what I am going to show you is a quick 2-minute video, and you'll be able to actually see how wonderful this app works.
Introducing ThinkTrader, the brand new trading platform from ThinkMarkets. If you're new to ThinkTrader, here's how to get started. Use the wheel to cycle through different timeframes on your chart. Move the wheel left to increase the timeframe shown on the chart and right to decrease it. ThinkTrader supports multiple watch lists. Use the plus sign to add items to create your watch list. Selecting the star next to each currency pair, index, stock or commodity you're willing to add. To rearrange watch list items, tap the Edit button in the upper left corner of the watch list pane and drag and drop the items in the desired order. To quickly cycle through different watch lists, Swipe left and right on the watch list pane. To add your chosen indicators to your chart window, select the indicator icon and choose which ones you want to display. To place a trade, select the Sell or Buy button on your desired asset. Choose the quantity you wish to trade, and set a take profit and stop loss order. You can also place entry orders by dragging and dropping. Modify your stop loss and take profit orders directly from the chart and see a high-level overview of your trade's risk-reward ratio. With ThinkTrader, you can set up alarms across different objects on the chart. Let the platform save you time by doing the monitoring for you. ThinkTrader, bringing you tomorrow's trading experience today.
So as you can see from that there, this is obviously, and I mean, I won't lie to you, it's been one of the most impressive tools that was created. And there's still a lot more features that are being added to it as well. All of these features will now be transported into our web version. And that version obviously will then be available to you, like I said earlier, from the website on thinkmarkets.com. For now, the desktop version is available if you want to obviously use that. And it is, like I said, it still has all the powerful tools. It's just missing some of the nice, nifty features that many people like. Okay. So before we just get into social media, I just wanted to jump back into the actual platform over here. For those of you that are using MT4, that are using the ThinkTrader desktop version, you'll notice that from the desktop version, you couldn't fund your account. Neither can you do it with MT4 or MT5. You can't fund it directly the way we just did with the app. The only way to do that is go to thinkmarkets.com's webpage. Under the client login, select Think Portal and type in your email address and password that you used to create your account. Once you do that, you'll be landing on the Think Portal dashboard. From here, you can do a lot of things as well, and that includes not just funding the account, but you can also add and transfer between your live accounts as well. So for example, if you have live accounts and you want an additional one, so let's say you've only got one, if you click on create additional live account, it will take you through the next steps, which are as simple as can be. We do not require your FICA and the likes again thereafter. As you can see, it says I've reached my limit. Yeah, I've got way too many, but it will not ask you for FICA or anything else. It will just ask you what type of an account do you want, whether it be an MT4, 5, or ThinkTrader account. It'll ask you for the base currency, and you can then create that account immediately. Okay. With regards to inter-account transfers, if I select inter-account transfer, you can choose whichever account you want to transfer from, whether that be from your ZAR account to a USD account. You can do the transfers, but that is the key thing. Please be advised that you have selected transfer funds between accounts that are denominated in different currencies. This conversion will involve a 3% fee. Please remember that. Like I said earlier, make sure you're choosing the right accounts when also trading as well. Okay. Funding the account, here again, is simple as can be. Click on deposit funds, which account you want to deposit funds to, whether it's your USD, your ZAR account. You can choose whichever one. Select your currency over there, deposit amount, and you can type it in, or you can select whatever's there. Let's just do that there quickly. I can hit the next button, and the next screen that comes up will be the exact one which we just saw right now through the app. And again, we've got OZO, credit card or debit card, and like I said, bank wire as well. From an OZO point of view, it is instant and it is really and truly safe and secure. If you have any issues with it, please give us a call and we'll sort it out immediately. Currently, they've not had a single failed transaction, believe it or not. Obviously, the only failed transactions that have happened is where people have been trying to transfer more money than what they actually have. Okay. Bankwire, like I said, if you click on it, it's going to give you our banking details, our bank account, branch code, and the likes, and then you do the normal transfer. Okay. So that is Think Portal. Over there, there are some trading tools as well. If for any reason you need a download and you forgot where to go on the website, you can go here under downloads, and this has all the downloads, MT4, MT5, and all the Think Trader versions as well, for desktop as well as for your phone or iPad as well. Okay. So last but not least, the one thing that we've done a lot of right now is we've actually got quite a bit happening on social media. And this is something which I always say to people, subscribe to. Believe it or not, Simon Brown was actually not a subscriber, and we had a conversation yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. And Simon Brown is actually a follower on Twitter of ThinkMarkets. And this is just the recent tweet that was put out. I'll tell you right now, whatever you see on the market analyst page, it does come through on the tweets as well. The guys are active on it, and they do post really, really good information about global markets, and you can really get it straight to your phone, easy as can be. Subscribe to the Twitter account. It's ThinkMarkets. Go ahead and do that. On Facebook, we are going to be doing some live streams as well, where we're going to be doing some market updates and the likes as well through Facebook. That's coming shortly. Last but not least, obviously on YouTube, you can access all these webinars and also all the other videos that you've seen today as well, how Think Trader works and the likes. So you have all of the social media platforms. My advice is get onto Twitter right now. It's going to help you. Facebook and the likes, if you're not a fan of it, we understand, but we do webinars as well. So if you miss anything from the live stream on Facebook, there will be a webinar of it as well, and it will be posted obviously onto YouTube as well. To sign up for any of these things, just go to the website, and I'll just show that to you again. If you're on the website, anywhere on the website, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see it over there. There's the Facebook, there's Twitter, YouTube. We even have a LinkedIn account as well. Okay. Twitter, is very active on. LinkedIn, not so much. YouTube, like I said, we've got all the videos there. And Facebook, we will be doing a lot more as well. Okay. So with that said and done, I am going to be asking you just to remember that we are still one of the best value providers around. We have the platforms. We don't charge comm or brokerage on index trading. The CFDs, the standard price for CFDs, SA shares, is 0.2% minimum 75 Rand. What we've actually done is we've taken away the minimum for the month of May and June. I think it's more because of the fact that it's lockdown, obviously, and we thought we'll help everyone out, give them a bit of fun and some time to actually practice their trading. So there is no minimum on it. And just to explain to you what that really means, if I go here to my Think Trader desktop account, and if I go to MTN share price is 54 Rand 76 cents, okay, or 55.27 on the buy side. Obviously, the market's closed. That's why there's that wide spread. But if I look at my Rand account, I've got 8 Rand and 47 cents in there. I can actually buy one contract. Like I said, we're only doing 10. Initial margin requirement is only 10%, which means I need for one contract, which ultimately is one share exposure, I only need 5 Rand and 52 cents to actually get that, which means I could actually, with 8 Rand, literally buy one share in MTN. And that is really and truly how cheap it is and how much value we're giving our clients as well. Okay. You can trade obviously in ZAR, GBP, Euro, USDs as your base account, and you can also trade obviously in those FX as well. Last but not least, fund your account as easy as can be. Card pay, instant EFTs. And like I showed you, our website to trade, whether it be the desktop version or whether it be through the app, simple, easy to use, and you have also access to all the functionality from technical analysis point of view. Okay. So with that, I'm happy to take some of the questions. Having a look just to see what we have out there so far.
Ridwaan, I got a question via my email, and it was asking the benefit of a US dollar account as distinct from a ZAR account. I think you covered it a bit, but I mean, to my mind, the key point is that if you're looking to trade in offshore instruments, then you do it in US dollars. If you're
100% right, Simon.
Yeah, if you're trading JSE, then do it in ZAR. But as soon as you want to start doing beyond the borders of South Africa, then do it in USD.
That is exactly it. Because the main reason being is that if I'm going to buy an Apple CFD share, you know what, and I've got ZAR in my account, well, guess what? I've got to convert the ZAR to USD, and you're getting charged the conversion fee.
Yeah, and you get hit every time you enter, you exit, whereas otherwise there's just, one move the money offshore, nice and simple.
That's it. Cool. I have a question here. How long do you allow the demo to remain open? It's open for as long as you want it. It stays open. We don't have a 30-day limit like I know many people do. It's open for as long as you need it. Secondly, what is the minimum amount one can fund the account for? There is no minimum amount. Like I said, we don't have monthly fees or anything else. The way I've always told people is, what is the minimum that you want to trade with? Work out what is the cost as a percentage of your trade. If you are going to trade 100 Rand and it's costing you 10 Rand to trade, that means it's a 10% cost to you, and your share or your win ratio, your movement has to move by 10% to cover that cost. So if 10% is very high, obviously then, you know what, you shouldn't be trading with 100 Rand. You need to increase that. Simon, there's one here for you. Can you briefly share your thoughts on City Lodge price currently? Is it a
I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the City Lodge price recently. I can tell you that they are having an exceedingly tough time of it, and it's not going to get easy anytime soon. I think their debt covenants are perfectly fine. I wouldn't be a buyer. I mean, your best hope for City Lodge is, truthfully, is someone comes along to take them out. I know Brian Joffe, Long for Life, has built a stake there. But the hospitality industry is going to have a very tough couple of years. This is not going to go away in a hurry for them.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that piece. Any hospitality industry is, right now, think twice about it. That's what I would say.
They need 60% occupancy to break even, and they're a long way from 60% occupancy.
Well, with lockdown, they're pretty much close to zero. So,
well, at the moment they're at zero. They're doing some quarantining because they've got some airport sites, and from Monday, business travel can happen again, so they can get some business travel. But I don't know, Ridwaan, when are you getting on a plane again?
Not anytime soon.
No. Holidays in
a friend of mine. No, not even. A friend of mine gave the right answer. I asked him, when are you planning to actually return back to work even? And his answer was, when they find a cure.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get in a plane when I've either got a vaccine or I've had it. I mean, I need to be immune to COVID before I get into one of those tin cans.
Yeah. Next thing, please clarify your last slide, index trading. This is still CFDs. The slide does not clarify that. You are 100% correct. All our indices, I always get confused with that word. All our indices are CFD indices. They track the price of the index, but it's a CFD index. So it's not a futures. So it's not an Aussie future or top 40 future. It is a CFD. Okay. The big difference between us with regards to the future and obviously with us, we actually trade past 5 o'clock. We go right up until 11 o'clock at night. After 5, when the markets on our side close, we then obviously start looking at tracking more what is happening on the international side. Hi, can I pay GBP and USD directly to fund my secondary accounts? Yes, you can transfer that. You can transfer from offshore. Just remember that when you are transferring to a local bank account, which means then that you are repatriating your funds. If you don't want to do this, Mark, give me a call. Or give us a call tomorrow. And what we will do is we can arrange for you to then open an offshore account, and you can then transfer money and keep your GBP or USDs offshore as well. Okay. Got a friend in Cape Town on a study permit, keen on opening a ThinkTrader account. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Obviously, you'll notice when you open the account, it asks you, where are you living? It asks you for your country of residence, as well as obviously your nationality. And if you are not South African, then yes, you will have to supply all the other information as well that is needed for that country. Okay. Anonymous attendee, I think it is currently around 20 Rand. I'm not too sure what that was.
City Lodge.
Oh, City Lodge. There we go. Okay. Wow. Sorry, I don't track City Lodge at all, Simon. I won't lie to you. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't looked at them. I haven't looked at Sun International. None of them. I haven't even looked at it.
I own City Lodge.
Oh, good luck.
No comment allowed.
Can one link a ZAR account to an existing AUD account opened about 3 years ago? Christo, I'm assuming that you've obviously had an account with us for quite some time, and that's the reason why you're asking that question. What you can do, Christo, is, again, give us a call. We can convert you right back to a ZAR. We can actually change that for you, and you can actually then open a ZAR account with us. So give me a call tomorrow, or you can actually go onto the live chat, by the way, everybody right now. If you have any questions or you need something done, go onto the live chat on our website, and you can ask any questions you want there. It is 24/5 open. And Christo, yeah, what I would suggest is just go onto it, ask them to please convert your account to a South African account, and then we'll take it. We'll be able to you'll then be able to open a ZAR account. Okay. Can I trade any offshore currency pairs with a USD funded account without transfer costs? So obviously, depending on what you are trading and depending on the pair, I can see you looking at, I would assume that is GBP. But you're going to pay that because you're going to have to pay a transfer cost. The transfer cost when you're doing FX trading is a lot less. So you're not going to really pay much there. And I will suggest that what you do is keep it as USD, because you are going to end up, I can guarantee you are going to be trading a lot more in the USD side. But otherwise, if you think that you're going to be spending more time on GBP and the likes, then rather have a base currency in GBP and trade it that way. Okay. I don't think I've missed anything else here. What I will suggest is, I don't want to keep everybody till late today. If you have any more questions, like I said, hop onto the live chat. We will answer anything you have there. Otherwise, 8:00 tomorrow morning, 8:30 tomorrow morning, the call center in South Africa is open, and you can definitely speak to us from there as well. Okay.
Cool. Ridwaan, ladies, gents, everyone, thanks very much. We'll chat again.
Thanks very much, Simon. And we'll speak very, very soon. Yeah, we've got one next week, Wednesday.
Yes, next week, Wednesday, investing during pandemics.
Oh, yay. The liquor market is open, Simon. The liquor market is open.
Cool.
Anyway, take care, everybody. Cheers.